Hi, I'm James Labrosse. I'm a guitar player and producer here in New York.
Do you get anxiety?
I used to. Something I used to have to deal with a lot. Every time that I would, go and perform something musically, I would have this overwhelming sense of insecurity and anxiety. And then I learned to X that out. We get these small shakes here and there, and that you can't really play your instrument with that kind of physical thing going on, and I would get these kind of doubts in my mind, or also just if I made a mistake throughout a show. Like I had this one large show that I wasn't. It was probably outside of my level of experience. I'll just put it that way. The show happened. During the show, I would play and make these small mistakes, as we all do. But throughout the rest of the show, I would kind of just hit myself over the head, in the back of my mind, not able to kind of move on from those errors.
How did you get over that?
Well, one thing that, obviously, the bottom line is just confidence, right? And just knowing what you're doing and putting the time in to doing it. And it's also how you're putting the time in. You could put the time in the wrong way. You got to do it the right way. You got to study the material the right way. You got to, just listen to it and really know what you're going to go out and do. A good friend of mine, he told me this one phrase a few years ago that really just stuck out. And it's this thing that we usually take for granted as musicians. He said, the key is to listen to yourself. It really made an impact because it made me pay more attention to what I was producing, the sound I was making, and how I was kind of communicating that to the audience.
How do you feel when you play a show now?
Well, now I'm just excited. I'd love to go and just give it all and just, drop it, kind of just, there's no, over the time living, especially in New York City, there's this kind of aggression that comes out from playing, from living here and having to work as a musician here. And you don't hold back. I think it's something that you learn by living here as well. You don't hold back and you just give it all, and it's kind of like you play like your life depends on it in a way.